morning ritual with the wife over the phone with the kids going to school. So she's now on the phones, answering phones for the hospital. So uh, hopefully she's not trying to call me back. Sometimes she does, but she should be busy now. So hopefully no more interruptions. So yes, again, happy birthday to my daughter Elena, who I'm trying to get home to by hopefully a halfway decent time this evening. As soon as these people get me loaded, got another half hour to wait before they'll probably start loading me. I have no idea if I'm going to have a heavy load or light load or what, but it goes to a place in Ankeny where I live. So they want me to take this load to the yard and drop it, and someone else will deliver it. But I'll be there later tonight. About a 12-hour drive. I'm going to try to skim off some of that time once I get going. We'll see what I'm able to do. I don't know if I can shave off a whole hour or not, but I'm going to try. It'll definitely be close, and I'll probably have to drive over my time by a little bit and just put a note in or something. But I'm going to get home to my daughter tonight. So we'll see how soon I can get loaded and out of here. Gonna have to do some of that driving shit. So I'm at this place in Nashville called Isoflex. Like it says on that truck right there. Yeah. Wonder if I'm picking up pallets. Wonder if this is going to be a pallet load, because there's a lot of pallets around. I have no idea what I'm picking up, but seeing all the pallets makes me think maybe I'm picking up pallets or something. I don't know what the heck I'm picking up, but there's a lot of pallets sitting over there. There's all the pallets around here, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm picking up for a load. I just know that it is a dry load and it takes me back to Ankeny, and that's all I know. So, I have no idea. We got a lot of different kinds of pallets. Small pallets, big pallets. They got pallets of all kinds, which makes me think that this place makes pallets. It's not in the name. Isoflex of the Sigma Plastics Group. So I'm either picking up pallets or picking up some sort of packaging material. So I don't know. I'm actually very clueless as to what I'm actually picking up, and I don't know if it's makes me wonder if I'm going to have a light load. Hopefully I got a light load, so I don't have to worry about scaling this load and taking up that extra time to go to a scale. And since I'm trying to get home as quickly as I can, so it'd be nice if I don't have to scale this load. So we'll see what happens. There's a bunch of nasty crap in the bottom of my cup. switch over to a regular cut. So we'll see what my next video is going to be. I have some ideas. I've been thinking about trying to make some sort of a thing that basically rates drivers on how good of a driver they really are, and all the factors on their cleanliness, their professionalism, their driving habits, how good they take care of their truck, as far as all the different factors that encompass how professional of a driver that a driver really is. And I'm thinking about creating some sort of a system that would encompass how good of a driver really is. And it doesn't have to do with how much experience a driver has. It has to do with knowledge, know-how, and professionalism, and the habits that a driver does. And you know, do they present themselves in a professional way when they're at customers? Are they wearing proper footwear? They're not wearing flip-flops and crap like that. Are they wearing do they wear a safety vest or some sort of high-vis clothing when they're at shippers and receivers? Do they keep their truck reasonably clean? Do they clean which I need to clean my windows and stuff. But all the different stuff, I mean, how do they act when they're at shippers and receivers? Do they go in and cuss and swear and make a big old scene when they're at shippers and receivers if they're going to be held behind or whatever, have to wait? Or do they act professional and handle things in a tactful manner? When they're going to truck stops and various places, do they, handle themselves in a professional way? And do they throw their trash in the actual trash and stuff like that? Or, all kinds of different stuff that encompasses how good of a driver really is. And I thought about coming up with some sort of a system that would do that. Maybe it'll catch on and become one of the things in the industry. I don't know if I haven't heard of there being anything quite like that. There's, drivers talk about bonehead truckers, and people are the drivers that are boneheads and the drivers that are professionals. But what if there's an all-encompassing score system that we could bring into the trucking industry, where drivers would get rated on how good of a driver they really are on all in having different categories. So I'm thinking about making something up like that, coming up with something. So Anyway, got another 17 minutes before I might get loaded right away. Hopefully they'll hop on it and start loading me right away. Kind of curious as to what I'm going to be hauling. See all these pallets everywhere. It makes me wonder if I'm having a pallet load. But it could be some sort of plastic packaging, because it does say it's a plastic packaging place. So this might be one of those plastic place that has the plastic molding machines that makes all kind of, like, you know, I've worked in plastic plants before where they make paint tray liners and packages for things. Sometimes it's food grade where it's plastics that food is going to be going into and stuff like that. So I've done all that. I don't think those loads would probably weigh that much. I don't know how much that stuff weighs once it's all together, but the pieces themselves aren't very heavy. But I wonder if you get I wouldn't think that that'd be that heavy of a load. So I don't know. We'll see what I have for a load. It'll be interesting to see what I'm looking at when I close the back doors. So yeah. But this is where I've been parked at since last night when I got here, hoping I could get loaded. I got here about I don't know, about 6-7 o'clock last night, and I got parked at this dock. They let me in that gate over there. If you see where that other dock is over there, just to the left of that is the gate where I came into. Kind of a sharp little turn. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it was kind of a sharp turn, but sometimes you pull into places and things look like they're a lot worse than what they really are. And so while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I could be doing something. Bye. My driver's window's got all kinds of nasty crap all over it. So I'm meaning to do the inside of this window for a while. And I keep putting it off. I should be doing this more often than what I've been done. Get the window all clean. Try not to have any streaks when I'm done. There, looks a lot better. Now it's just the outside of the window that needs done. Hopefully I got all the streaks taken care of. That only took a quick minute. Should probably do the inside of the windshield and stuff as well. We'll do that here in a little bit. So try to wipe down this truck. Got some of these Clorox wipes I could wipe down things with. Try to get this truck clean. Try to get things looking a lot better on this truck. Things have been getting real dusty all over the place. Gotta try to keep your truck clean, especially since this isn't my truck. It belongs to Midwest Viking. Gotta try to take care of crap, you know? Keep things clean. Try not to be one of those nasty truck drivers. You see some of these guys with these trucks, they're just nasty. You wonder how these people get through life as nasty as they keep their truck. And I'll admit, I haven't been taking care of cleaning the outside of my windshield and stuff very much lately. These bugs have been a pain in the butt, and more so since I've been on Midwest Viking. It seems like a lot of these places are using that cheaper soap, that stuff that there's suds in there, but it's that white clear looking stuff, and sometimes it just looks like water, and sometimes it looks like this milky looking white stuff, and that stuff doesn't do hardly anything. When you pull up to the places that have the blue crap, that stuff gets the windshield really well. But most of the places I've showed up lately have that other crap that doesn't phase the bugs. You gotta soak your windshield for keep putting more and more of that stuff up on the windshield and everything to get that stuff off. It's crazy stuff. So what do you guys think of my idea for some sort of a system for rating drivers on how good of a truck driver they really are based on different categories and stuff? You think that'd be a good idea? Come up with the various categories that would rate a driver. Most of it not based on necessarily experience, but their skills, knowledge, and know-how, and their professionalism, cleanliness, and appearance, things like that. Because I'm one of those that years of experience helps you to hone your skills, but in the long run, if you're a professional driver and you do things professionally and make good choices, that is because you're making good choices. It has nothing to do with necessarily what company you drive for or whatever. It has to do with the choices that you make when you get into any given situation as a driver. You know, how you handle yourself at docks, at truck stops, how you handle yourself at the customers and shippers and receivers and whatnot, and how you treat your other drivers, and whether or not you're courteous, whether or not you're presenting yourself professionally by the type of clothing you wear. I mean, do you look like you're wearing pajamas 24/7, or are you wearing clothes like you care about your appearance and how you're presenting yourself when you're actually on the job are you looking like you're serious about what you're doing? You know, and a lot of these drivers wear flip-flops, they're wearing the same things they, you know, that look like they're in their pajamas. They're wearing, you know, they might have a t-shirt on, or maybe they got some sort of muscle shirt with cut-off sleeves and whatnot, and which may or may not be considered a big deal for the professionalism thing. But then you'll see guys wearing gym shorts and flip-flops, and some of these guys wear the slides or the sandals or the Crocs and stuff, and those things are dangerous because the potential for you to trip and have accidents, for your sandals or flip-flops to get hung up on stuff or to slip off the the pedals of the truck when you're driving goes up significantly when you wear stuff like that. That's part of why they keep saying real truck drivers don't wear flip-flops. Well, trying to wear those things and you're trying to get in and out of the back of the trailer to get up in there to do whatever you got to do, putting lug locks in, if you have to get up there and sweep, if you got to do whatever, wearing flip-flops, sandals, Crocs, whatever, those things typically don't have the best traction and they don't stay on your feet so well, and a lot easier to wind up having an accident, hurting yourself around the truck. I don't even really care for sandals and flip-flops and Crocs. I just never feel like they're going to stay on my feet very well. So the only time I really like wearing those type of footwear is if I'm going to like the beach or something. If I'm going to the beach to go play around in the water, I want footwear I can put on, just protect my feet from the beating sun, from that hot sand that's getting heated up from the sun, so I'm not burning the bottoms of my feet when I'm walking across the beach, but something I can take off easily to go in and out of the water if I'm not wearing those water shoes, if you know what I mean. But around the truck, you should be wearing some sort of boots or tennis shoes. Don't wear, you know, gym shorts and stuff. Look like you're serious about what you're doing. Wear some sort of jean shorts or regular pants with, you know, clothes that don't, make sure whatever clothes you wear don't have offensive things on them. I have ball caps and stuff with, you know, skulls on them and stuff, and I try to switch out to my high vis stuff when I'm at shippers and receivers. Here in a minute I'm going to put this on when I get in onto the truck, but what I'm wearing now is kind of neutral. It's just a blue camo with Puma. I'm wearing boots. I have flip-flops, but they're at home in the closet and I like rarely wear them. And you gotta be professional. When you go into places, don't try to be forceful. Oh, my appointment time says you're gonna get me out on time, blah blah blah. I might ask if they're running behind or if they're running on time or whatnot, but I try to do it in a tactful manner and try to explain to them. I'm not trying to rush nobody, but I'm just wondering how good you guys doing on time. Are you guys running on time? Are you guys behind? Are you guys doing pretty good? What, you know, that I might ask that, I might not ask that. It just depends, because sometimes you get those guys at the shipping office window that the ladies or the guys or gals, whoever's behind the window, can be rather, sometimes they can be rather impatient and very um, pissy, and where they're just, so sometimes they're very professional and nice and very professional and talk to you like they got some sense. Sometimes you get these people that look like they have no sense. They're, they got this high schooler mentality of, oh my God, I got to do this now attitude, and it comes out in their whole body language. And, you just hate to deal with those people because it just seems like anything you say is going to make them more pissy and stuff like that. And so you hope you're dealing with people that know how to act like they're on the job, being professional, and every task they got to do on the job is just part of their job, and they're not going to let it, get them all upset and riled up and worked up into a big old tizzy. But you got truck drivers and people at these customers and, shippers and receivers that just get all worked up, and it's just like, good Lord, these shippers and receivers have people like that at their window dealing with truck drivers who, you got these, I don't know what it is, a lot of these truck drivers that are foreign guys tend to be, I just always noticed that the most impatient truck drivers usually seem to be these foreign guys who seem to be in a rush. They're always trying to be like, in a hurry and trying to rush everybody. And they always seem to be the first guys that wind up doing stupid things and getting in accidents. I mean, that's just my observation over in my 24, almost 25 years of driving now. Yes, that extends to everybody, not just foreigners, but a lot of people in the trucking industry can be that way. I've been guilty of being impatient at times, but I try not to show that when I go to deal with the people I gotta talk to in order to get loaded or unloaded at the docks. I just try to, let them know that I'm there and I'm ready, and try to make sure I am where I'm supposed to be. And I try to do everything within my power to, the more you do to help them help you, the more faster the better you are of getting in and out of those places quicker. And the chances are that when you got these guys that come in and want to, cause a scene, you might get loaded up first, and before I gotta plug in my phone. Phone just told me it's down to 15%. Chances are you'll get loaded before some other truck driver who's, being all impatient and throwing their attitude around. You might get to the dock before them. They won't say nothing to that other driver. They'll just make that driver wait. They will purposely screw up that driver's day and get them out late. And you might have a later appointment time, but if you're being professional and, not, just being kind and courteous, that goes a long way. Just being kind and courteous and not being impatient can go a long way at these places to getting in and out. You see too many drivers that come in and just want to be like, "Arr, my appointment time is this. How come I'm not getting loaded? I haven't felt anybody on there in 15 minutes. They should have already been on there doing something, blah, blah, blah." Some of those guys wind up being even later, and other guys get put in front of them, and they won't necessarily say anything to the drivers about it. They'll just look up at a driver who has has a later appointment time. Go ahead, go to dock, whatever, and all of a sudden they'll get at the dock, and before they can even get their brakes popped at the dock, that light goes red and they're starting to load them, and that other guy that had an early appointment time is sitting there, oh, come, he's getting loaded before me, blah blah blah, and just because you annoyed the crap out of those people, and they're gonna purposely make you wait. So just trying to present yourself in a professional manner is very important out here. And a lot of truck drivers are not doing that. They act like they're entitled. They drive crazy on the interstate. They're cut people off. It's me, me, me. It's the me attitude that's going around a lot lately, where it's almost being promoted that you've got to look out for number one first, and then everybody else can just get in line behind you because you're first, and you got to get somewhere, and what everybody else is doing isn't important. And so, you see that out on the interstate with the people that got to drive up ahead of everybody and try to cut in line and try to get up to the front of the line when their lane's about to end. They try to get up there as far as they can and try to cut off a truck driver or something. I always try to keep those guys from getting in front of me. Well, it's 8:05. I haven't felt anybody on the truck yet. Wonder how quickly I'll start feeling people on the trailer loading me with whatever I'm getting loaded with. What do you think? Pallets or plastic packaging stuff? It'll be interesting to see what they load me up with. Mal DBA Brown Warehouse. That doesn't give me a clue either. So that's where I'm taking it to in Ankeny, is Brown Warehouse in Ankeny. Actually, I'm not taking it there. I'm taking it to the yard, and somebody else is gonna take it. It's due on the 9th, so that's due Monday. So at least I don't have to run the reefer on this. I'll have to worry about the fuel on the truck, and I got 3/4 of fuel for the truck and just over 3/4 on def. So I can make it all the way back to Ankeny on that fuel and fill up. Once I get to the yard, I can top off my fluids. I can always wait and do that before I take off on Sunday, and just remember to show up in time to fuel up if they don't do it for me. They want me to fuel as much as possible at the yard in Ankeny. They've got their own bulk diesel and DEF and stuff there. And it seems like I only get fuel out here on the road maybe once. I do a couple of trailer washes. I was able to save myself for a trailer wash yesterday. You guys saw the video that I did, the edited video, where I got up and swept the trailer out, because all it was a bunch of chunks of pallet wood and all the dust that you get off the pallet wood and stuff. That was all that was back there, and a couple pieces of the plastic shrink wrap stuff. That was it. That was all that was back there. Pallet wood and and chunks. Just gotta get up there and sweep that out. Save yourself from having to go track down a trailer wash somewhere and save the company money, save yourself time. I think I might have felt something. I wonder if they're starting to load me. Hopefully I'm out of here pretty soon. Get that, start my clock here as soon as I'm unloaded. I'll get my pre-trip done and all that stuff and head for Ankeny. Only got to stop for a half-hour break somewhere along the line and try to make it back. I'm going to try to shave off an hour and try to get there within my time. Hopefully I can get there within my 11 hours and shave off an hour. I don't know if I can do it, but we're gonna try. They're starting to load me. I felt them that time. I know that they're on there now. Yep, I'm getting shook around just a little bit. There they are. Getting loaded. That's good. Hopefully they're quick here. Hopefully this isn't one of them places that takes 2 or 3 hours to load you. I don't think it will be. I think this place will be quick. I gotta get out here and head back to Ankeny, Iowa, back towards Des Moines. Try to get home so I can celebrate my daughter's birthday. She's 8 years old today. Actually, 8 years old as of 6-something. 6/16. I believe, somewhere around that. It was in the 6 o'clock hour. I just can't remember the exact minutes now, but I know it was 6 something. Get loaded and get out of here. So I'm gonna go jump off here. I'm gonna work on trying to create that point system that has different categories in it for drivers. And on one of my future videos, we'll put it, I'll go over it and see, we'll try to come up with a name for it. But I'm not aware of anything like that existing. But I'm going to make one. Where it's so many points in each category. So, thing that scores each driver on how they are as a professional driver. So, all right, guys. Kind of ran out of stuff to talk about for the most part. I'll talk to you guys later. Wish me luck on getting home at a decent time tonight. And I'm going to hop off here and get myself ready to get driving here. Make sure I got all my drinks ready. And got my coffee. I have my drinks ready. Make sure that everything's on lockdown back here before I take off. So when they bring me my paperwork, I am ready to go. Looks like they're on it. I don't know what I'm getting loaded with, but they're loading. So how many of you guys think I'm getting loaded with pallets, and how many of you guys think I'm getting loaded with plastic packaging stuff? Whether it's some sort of containers or whatever. I don't know what I'm getting loaded with, but it says it's a package plastics place, Isoflex packaging, but they also got a lot of pallets out here, which it just could be their pallets for self-use for shipping and receiving. But be curious to see what I get loaded with, and I'm hoping that it is a lighter load so I don't have to worry about going and getting a Catskill somewhere. At least I don't have to worry about parking because I'm going all the way to Ankeny. So wish me luck, guys. So thanks guys for hanging out. I'm gonna go work on, or get myself ready, get some stuff put up, and be ready to go here in a few minutes, because I think they're going to be ready pretty soon. Thanks guys.